Do do do.
So
Hey, hey. What you got to say? Now, I got a quiz for you. Movie quiz time. What song? Yeah, what song was that featured in? What movie was that song featured in?
Give me a second. I already know the answer.
yeah, I'm gonna laugh.
What movie is that? It isn't Be Cool. There's another one. There's two of them. There's two.
That's the only one I know right now.
There's two of them. Be Cool is one of them. That is true.
I don't know why. I wanna say it's a Will Smith movie. No,
Do. You know, they were skating around.
Oh, Royal Bounce?
Roll bounce.
Roll bounce, yeah. It was comprehended. I'm like, was it the one with Bow Wow?
Yeah, one with Bow Wow when he was skating. Sweet man! He was like, that's so stupid.
He got all decided to get promoted at the McDonald's where he was getting the headset.
I was like,
that was a good movie. Though.
I don't draw, I win. That movie's so cheesy.
No, I'm thinking about what's the name of ATL.
That was a good movie too. Anyway, what we talking about today? What we talking about?
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. You know. All right. Let's start right there. Let me turn this off or turn this down real quick. Hold on. Yeah, Mom's got the whole train. Now, the dopest train I've seen.
What about Soul Train?
First of all, that is the dopest train I've seen. Don't get it messed up. Rest in peace to Don Cornelius. Now you know he was he was a cool dude on camera, but from what everybody said off camera, boy, he was like Bill Cosby.
He was a character.
Yeah. He was more like Bill Cosby. You know, good on camera, but he was up there tricking. He was off cam. Anyway, shout out to Don Cornelius. Y'all don't even know nothing about him. Except for if y'all watch Soul Train. Soul Train was one of the greatest shows. Yeah, I mean, because people used to actually roll up and actually get a chance to be on Soul Train, like for real. But that was back in the day. Anyway, what else? What can we talk about? Christmas stuff. Let's talk.
Before we go any further, let's wish a Merry Christmas to our dear audience here.
Nah, they already know what it is. I'm going to complain. First of all, y'all know who we are, PVC Podcast Crew. Y'all know how we get down. Yeah, we should do a proper intro. We didn't do a proper intro the last time, so, you know, we got to do a proper intro. No, I was just facilitating. I was facilitating. It's a different. I was facilitating. It's different. Nah, you know. First of all, shout out to everybody who clipped in on both. We did the podcast we put up last week. We actually split it in a couple of segments. We'll drop that third segment out in the next day or so. This one will be dropping out right before Christmas, of course. But yeah, let's do a proper intro, okay? Y'all ain't had a chance to do it. This man likes to do intros and all that fun stuff. Y'all know who we are, PVC Podcast Crew. First and foremost, shout out to all the subscribers out there. Thank you for all 115 of y'all. Salute to every single one of y'all out there. Definitely a privilege and honor to have y'all rock along with us. If y'all just kind of catching us in crossing for the first time or first time in a long time, don't forget to like and subscribe to the page as well. We appreciate that. Before we even get to the intro, shout out to all of our affiliates, of course. World Heat Entertainment, Jason Lane, you know, we got you. Of course, Z, we got you as well. Dirty Joe, we'll see you soon. You know, you got to come down and sit down with us as well. And the rest of our affiliates is connected with us. We appreciate each and every one of y'all as well. Outside of all that, y'all know how we get down. Hey, Paul, you know what time it is. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? Glad to be back here with my brothers doing what we do best. What episode is this?
I don't know, man. I lost count. If I say a number, then y'all gonna get mad at me because I say the wrong number. It's cool.
And we get no. But besides that, it's always an honor and privilege to come back here and sit here with my brothers, talk about everything what we have to talk about. First and foremost, you know, shout out to all our affiliates, like Cam said. You know, everybody's been rocking with us. My boy Jason Lane, you know, he's been doing his thing. Entertainment and stuff like that, and can't wait to get back on the set on the film with you coming next month. You know.
Well, if you don't speak up to the microphone,
hey, look,
Man,
I'm sore.
I
Man.
know
I
you
had a
sore.
crazy week.
You sore.
Right?
I'm sick. That man
You
sick.
sick.
If I
But-
can project, you can project.
I know, but besides all that, this is gonna be a very good episode. So you guys just sit back and tune in and just listen to us. But besides that, I'm gonna pass it to my boy Vic. Vic, say something to the peoples.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well this fine day.
I was gonna say good morning.
I'm gonna say good morning.
Good morning.
Good day, LA.
Morning.
How you doing? Go for it.
We stop.
We be clowning all day.
Go ahead.
Get yourself a nice pot of grits.
That's what I'm saying. Put them on the stove. Nah, that's good stuff out there. Kind of good right now.
But
Anyway,
glad to have you
we
with us.
know what we'll talk about that later. Go for it.
Glad to have you with us, dear listener, for this episode that we have for you today. We do hope that you have a Merry Christmas this coming holiday, and certainly a Happy New Year. And as always, please leave a comment down below to let us know what you think of the episode, whether you love it, whether you hate it, whether you think we're stupid, whether you think we're entertaining. Let us know, please, by commenting down below. And above all, remember, you don't have to like the video to like the video.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, Cameron.
Oh, y'all know what it is. Cam, aka Nerd Boy Fresh. Follow me on the gram and all that good stuff. Y'all know how we get down. Like Vic said, you don't have to like us to like us, but like us anyway. I like that. That's catchy, boy. I like that. That's
Learning,
dope.
great environment today.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he got the fresh fit on and everything. Everybody looking all crispy. Got me.
I know. I be looking on.
That's
That's
what
why
I'm
I'm wearing
like.
red shoes so I don't get shot.
Wow. we ain't talking. That's the first way to get your shoes snatched. Let me leave you alone.
Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. Let me get
What's that
let me get the brands off.
What's that one episode of Dave Chappelle?
Oh.
He's running, he's making that stupid bird noise.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey man, you stepped on my shoes? The 19 Street Gangsters.
Oh
And they
no.
picked
We
up their
can't
dead
do
home.
this right now.
That shit was stupid.
Can't do this right now. We can't do this. We can't do this. We're gonna get it.
Most definitely.
Oh, we can't do this right now. We can't do this. It's too early. It's too early to
That
talk
was
to
a good
Chappelle.
episode. That was a
Too
good
early to talk to
episode.
Chappelle, boy. But that was a great episode. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. He's one of those ones. If you ever get a chance to catch him on tour doing a live show, he's got a good live stand-up show. Especially if you could catch him just doing like his prep sets, like at the Improv or at the Comedy Club in Hollywood. If you could catch him out there, or any comic out there, it's actually a really good thing to see. So let's talk Christmas real quick. We can talk that real quick. We'll start here. Not trying to put your business out there, but what's the most expensive thing you bought for somebody?
For Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Besides your time,
Go
we
for
know
it.
time is a super valuable thing. By the way, what's the most expensive thing y'all bought?
Probably. It's for my dad. Probably a DVD player with a bunch of DVDs. I'm talking like a $100 DVD player.
No, I got you.
Something like that with like some DVDs and whatnot.
I got you. What's the most expensive thing you bought? I mean, you bought it for your dad, so that was going to be my second follow-up question. But what's the most expensive thing you bought
I think the most expensive thing I bought was
for Christmas in
for,
particular?
For particular is when I proposed to my ex-wife. It was around Christmas.
I got it.
Christmas time.
Oh,
Wedding
so
ring.
so you actually proposed on Christmas.
Around Christmas, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you put up a little bit of change, put a
It
little
was
jingle,
raining too.
put a little jingly up at that time. I see.
Yeah, I think that out of any gifts, I think that was the most expensive gift was the wedding ring I bought.
Got it.
For Christmas.
I think the most expensive thing that I bought,
Yeah, draws.
huh? My them draw. He hit them draw.
Damn it, Tommy, got the draws.
Dang, what should I think? Well, I bought my mom a diamond. She has a diamond earrings that she bought. That she got.
I almost I thought he was gonna say shine bright like a diamond.
No. So I bought my mom. I bought my mom. Wow. I bought my mom some diamond earrings. I bought the missus some diamond earrings as I bought another diamond and gold tennis bracelet. Those are kind of the most expensive things I bought. Typically jewelry oriented, as far as like Christmas gifts and stuff. Now, what's the most expensive gift you received?
Does it have to be grown or kids?
I don't care
No,
if it's grown or
I'm saying
kids.
for like, us.
Yeah. I mean, what's the most expensive
Go-
gift you
yeah,
received?
Go for it.
Probably,
Cause shit, I got a lot.
the most expensive gifts I got was probably the Xbox One, the Fallout 4 bundle when it came out.
At the time, yeah, that's a pretty chunk of change. That was about five. Actually, the Fallout bundle was about $5.50 or some change, almost $6.
So yeah, that was one.
Yeah. That's a pretty expensive purchase.
Crazy thing now that the Xbox One's not even good for a door stopper, but yeah.
I know now. No, he ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong.
That Xbox One was good. I mean, shoot, it was almost. I ain't gonna say it was good for nothing then, but dog, that's the one that had the red ring of death. That you got to like, you got to blow on it, put a fan by it just to get that thing to work, and it was almost a $600 purchase at that time. That's crazy. Anyway, the most expensive thing I've received.
Children.
Yeah.
I can't even deny that.
But that didn't happen during Christmas time, so that didn't happen during Christmas time, even though they're
Diamond in the back with the sun.
the most expensive thing I received for Christmas.
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Hey, let me think about this for a minute.
Want to throw it on me?
Yeah, go.
I think the most expensive thing I received for Christmas, I think it was the year of 93 or 94. I'll never forget that because it's one of the Christmas. It landed on a Friday, and my grandmother, God rest her soul, she was a big kid, and that's why everybody in my neighborhood I grew up with always loved my grandmother because she always bought all the big kid stuff, and everybody coming first. I think the most expensive thing I got when she bought us the combination hockey pool.
Those were cool. The big table set. I always wanted one of those. Like it's like a table like the little ping pong set that you could take the top off and you could flip it as like a little hockey, like an air hockey thing, where you could flip that off and it's like a foosball thing. Yeah, I remember that. Those were dope.
That was one.
That was pretty. That was. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
kind of
back then. That was like what? I'd say a good $300-400.
That was at least a $400 purchase, depending on where you bought it.
Sears, because Sears back in the day.
Oh, back in the day, yeah, that's probably $300-400. Especially if it's the big full size one.
Sears buys stuff.
Yeah, if you bought the big full size one, yeah, that's a pretty
expensive. And then I think
thing.
the second one, as a kid, my mom got me and my brother the Sega Genesis.
I was gonna say that one of the things I got that was a grip at the time was the Sega Genesis, because the Sega Genesis was a grip. No. Mom's didn't get this. I got the Genesis. Mom's got for me the Sega Master System before the Genesis was the Sega Master System, which was equally as expensive, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind that this was like 80, 87, 88, somewhere in that area when the Sega Master System came out. But that thing was still, in relative terms, that system would have been a $700 system in today's time.
And I think because back then you're only back then when you buy like video games like for Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo stuff, you had to go like they didn't have GameStop then. You had to go like a Toys R Us.
No, they did.
No, they did. But before GameStop,
it wasn't called GameStop. I'll let you know what it was called, by the way, for all the people who wants a quiz answer. Before GameStop, there was a company called Electronics Boutique.
Yeah, I remember.
For all the people who are old enough to understand.
There was one in Paramount. They had one in Paramount.
Yep.
And they had, I think it was one in Cunningham.
Yeah, and they had one in the Lakewood Mall.
Yeah.
And it was
They did. It
was Electronics Boutique before GameStop bought them out.
No, actually, they had one in Carson Mall too.
I know they did.
Yeah.
I know that. It's called Electronics Boutique.
But yeah, I think as a kid, those were the two expensive things.
And I remember when GameStop and Electronics Boutique were rivals. They would be in the same mall. One would be on one side of the mall, and one would be on the other side of the mall, and they would literally have the same exact things in there. Basically.
Basically. What you doing on my side?
One wore black, one wore blue. shout out to my dog, the Ace of Hearts Tony, man. He used to work at GameStop, but before he was at Electronics Boutique, and they used to rival each other. It was funny because in the Lakewood Mall, one was by Macy, where Macy's is now, and one was literally catty corner, like diagonal. They could literally stare at each other.
No, if I recall, the Electronic Boutique was right next where that Taco Bell.
Yeah, no, it was like they basically were diagonal from each other. They could basically throw.
If I remember, it was a Foot Locker.
Foot Locker was on one side, and then Electronics Boutique.
Yeah, I remember.
It was Macy's on the opposite side and GameStop, and they were literally could be able to throw stuff at each other.
Was KB Toys still in there?
KB Toys, KB's Toys was a little bit further down. Where?
Damn.
That's what I'm
taking it back.
Now that was way back now. KB Toys, because people didn't want to go to Toys R Us at the time, so Toys R Us had a rival called KB Toys. Dang, this is a history lesson for y'all, for all the kids who really didn't know. KB Toys was in the mall. Toys R Us was on the outskirts of the mall. People didn't want to pull up to Toys R Us because they would always get ran through first. But KB Toys always had to hook up because they had the discounts.
Yeah, that's true.
It was the same thing with Electronics Boutique and GameStop. And Electronics Boutique was the bougie one. GameStop was the up and coming one. And GameStop would always have the deals, but people wouldn't know. But you would have to really go across for one, go across for the other, see who had what. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so crazy how shopping then was very similar stores in the mall. Versus now.
Now that you mention that, I never forget when I went shopping with my grandmother around Christmas time. She said, how much you get y'all stuff now? We went to Sears over in Cerritos and Mervyn's, and how packed it was. And my grandfather, he was like, woo-wee! There's a lot of people in here. God rest their souls. But, those were the special times I think I had around the holidays with my grandparents, because, not just receiving gifts, it was just like a bonding time, and going out with them, shopping and stuff like that.
And that was the one thing I was going to say. What's the most significant, the most impactful part of Christmas for each of you? What I mean by that, it's not, because Christmas is not, it's not really about gifts or anything like that for the most part. But what's the most impactful thing that really happened during your Christmas experience?
I think for me, was being on the block with everybody, all my peoples on Christmas. Because remember I told you I grew up on from Linwood and Watts, but Linwood Christmas time, you got us and them, and we all just come together. My grandma said we're gonna cook some food, we're gonna put some music on, y'all go outside, y'all play some basketball, play with your toys, But it was just so unique to see how much everybody on my block come together around that time and have a good time. It ain't necessarily the spirit of Christmas. It ain't always necessarily about giving. Just always being there. And I think for me as a kid, just growing up being with my friends, my brother, God rest his soul, my grandparents, my mom and stuff there. We all having a good time. My grandmother was making gingerbread mans and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Just being there on the block with everybody was always good.
I agree with that. Big up.
Probably spending time with the family, but specifically gathering around grandma.
Mm-hmm.
That was always really impactful, because that was the only time we all really got together.
Yeah.
Right.
She did pass away a couple years ago now. But, that was always important and impactful, because that was the only time when we were able to around from youngest to oldest.
Yep.
So that was always a precious time, still is.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's funny because hanging out at my grandmother's house, to have everybody over at that time, and we would really go to our grandmother's house because it was our grandmother's.
Yeah.
Now don't get it wrong. There's been occasions when we went to other people, like one of my aunts or one of them house, but it was never the same without being literally at my grandmother's house.
I hated that. I swear to God, I hated it.
No.
I used to hate to go to other people's stuff around Christmas time. I'm like, man, I don't my mom used to always go to, she wanted us to go to different places. I'm like, man, I have to go. Be on the block. No. No disrespect, but, I prefer to just be where I already know. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, sometimes I used to be like, man, I don't like changing up. I'm just be up. I just want to be with my grandparents, stuff like that. But sometimes, change was always good, but at the same time, I know what I'm going to get while I'm over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I always say, I'm going to give you, for me, I could give you 3 different perspectives. As a kid, you know, being at my grandmother's house, I had a chance to like basically see all the fun stuff that would happen as a kid. You know, being there, being at my grandmother's house. Even though my mom bought gifts for us too, so we'll open up all the gifts at my, you know, with my mom, me, my mom, my sister.
What time you used to open up the gifts?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We gonna get there. So we would have, you know, the week before, because I would go to church out in LA and stuff, so we would always go stop at my grandmother's house every Sunday. During Christmas time, you'll start seeing 1 present, 2 presents, 4 presents, 5 presents. So when you're a kid, you're looking at all these presents like, how are these, you know, you ask questions. How are these presents get on me, grandma? And so mine was like, but this is for this person, knowing that the presents were for us. But she would say that, no, this is for the person at work, this is for this person, and here's the speech we always get. Don't look under the tree. If you look under the tree, I'm going to pop you. All in sight.
Now that you
don't look under the tree. As a kid,
they used to always try to hide stuff. I'm like,
no, they like don't look under the tree because they knew our gifts were under there. They knew we were gonna be nosy and trying to shake them, and they knew what was good as a kid.
Christmas Eve, they used to let us open up 1 gift.
No, so I'll get to the Christmas Eve part in a sec. But that's how it was going there. So it was like going to my grandmother's house. But I also have stuff with my mom. You know, with my mom, me and my mom, my sister will always do our own thing too. So for my family, for a long period of time, Christmas Eve. So we would go to, we may not, sometimes we'll go to my grandmother's house, but sometimes we may go to my aunt's house or my uncle's house or one of them. And so instead of everybody opening gifts, like all the kids and adults opening gifts at the same time, it'll be like, if we put the whole family, put all the gifts that everybody brought, it would literally fill a whole room, like for real. So they would let the adults do the adult thing. So the adults would do their stuff Christmas Eve night. So we would have to be up there Christmas Eve around 10 o'clock. We hang out, do our stuff, kick all the kids. All the kids got going to this small little room. So all the kids had to be out of the room. Yeah, we go to the den, we go play, you know, whatever. All the adults is in the living room. Because they want to, you know, drink, hang out, open up their gifts Christmas Eve. Because Christmas Eve leading into, so they will wait until midnight to start opening up gifts. But what we would do is they would do it like White Elephant style. Each family member picks a name from another family member. You have to buy a gift. It better be above $50 to $75 minimum, or you would get something sent to you. They did all that stuff. Gifts. And so they would open up the gifts. Now, as a kid, they would let us, like if we were up, they would let us hang out and watch the whole gift giving thing. And that gift giving thing would take like almost 2 hours for them to exchange gifts. White Elephant gift here. Let me switch this gift. Do all this whole stuff. 2 in the morning. We're like, well, can we open up a gift since we here? Nope. We have to wait until we go to bed. Keep in mind 2 in the morning. Pop up around 5 in the time. We pop up around 5, 6. Because we were trying to figure out what we're gonna get. You know, we shaking stuff. We trying to figure this stuff out. But the thing about it was, I knew what we were going to do when we were older. So when we were like 15, 16, 17, we knew that once we were 18, we don't get the kids' gifts anymore. We're actually part of the adult gift. So we have to do the adult thing. Go get your money up. Go, you know.
Real quick, anytime you were checking a gift, were you always a little disheartened when it found like something soft was in there?
Yeah, facts.
Clothes.
Because you already knew what it was. So
you don't hear a clink or anything, you feel it soft. Like,
so my dumb butt, I'll be like tapping stuff, feeling it. Let me feel the weight of it. I almost predicted every single thing that I got. So when I got my Sega Master System at the time, my mom didn't let me open it up at our house. We opened it up at my grandmother's house because she had all that stuff sitting there. So me and my sister, like all my other cousins may have had maybe 4 or 5 gifts between them. Mm-hmm. Me and my sister sitting on 15, 16 gifts. Because my mom said, you're just going to open everything at your grandmother's house. We're going to open a couple of years, and then at your grandmother's house. Cool. We opened up everything. Because my grandmother said, don't look under the tree. But you know what we did. Slide it out, shake, slide it back in. So you see, back in the day when the Genesis stuff had the little little square boxes, I would tap it. Oh, I know what that is. We good. That's a game. All right, that's the game there. I'm assuming the console's somewhere around here, right? And then you'll get the little soft little package. Man, so you already knew it was like some clothes. It's like, well, as a kid, you don't want no clothes. Now, as an adult, you're like, cool, whatever.
And you know how expensive socks are?
Yeah. See, now, as an adult, you can appreciate it. But here's the other half of it, which was really cool. Once my son and my daughter was born, it was cool to give them that experience. Does that make sense? So for them to have the whole go over to my mom's house and open up a bunch of gifts, then go to my grandmother's house and open up a bunch of gifts. It was cool to have that experience, but for them to actually experience it the way that I did. So I would never forget that type of experience, because it wasn't about the gifts. It was about how my kids loved that environment.
Well, just like with anything, in terms of gift giving, truthfully, the gift is the least important part.
Right.
It's who's giving it to you, or who you're giving it to.
Right.
The person is more important than the gift.
Right.
That's what's that's really the whole thing behind it.
Right.
Right.
But the question I want to ask is, do you consider money a shallow gift?
It all depends who you.
Go for it. I would not consider money a shallow gift, because let's face it, everyone in my family, everyone in your family, we're working people. We work for our money. It doesn't come out of nowhere, right? So if someone were to give me money as a gift, I don't look at that and say, oh, well, that's a thoughtless gift. No, that had to come from their work.
So I'm gonna counter that with this question.
Can I elaborate?
No. I'm gonna counter it with this question. I'm gonna let you jump in right behind it. So to answer the question, it goes into this question here. Do you think gift cards is a shallow gift?
No. Back then, yeah. Back then, yeah, because I used to see a lot of.
No, because I would say, because at least with that, you have to at least have some semblance of awareness of what the person likes.
Maybe not, but I mean, because certain people would say, well, you didn't really think about the gift.
Yeah.
No, it also
But
depends.
that's not true. Sometimes you thought maybe thoroughly about the gift. How am I going to buy something for somebody who got everything? I'm going to be honest with you. There is not one thing I could buy my mom right now that she don't have. Not one thing. There's not one purse, not one slice of jewelry, not one set of clothing, not even one trip. No, I'm just being honest with you. There is nothing that I could buy for her that is tangible to be like, this is unique, and it doesn't matter. And here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't, the thing about money, same thing like gift card. I don't care what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. The thought that you even said, cool, this is for you, cool. It's just like when I got my gift from my boss yesterday. Got my little red box. I didn't care what it was. She could have threw in 2 little Snickers in there. Cool. At least you thought to give me something. Does that make sense? I don't care about what it is.
Man, back it up. You got a gift?
Yeah.
Wait, was it a heart-shaped box?
No. It was a regular square box that had some Lindor candies and something else in there. I didn't even get a chance to look at it all. I don't care.
But to go back to what you were saying.
But I don't care about the gifts. But the thing is is money a thoughtless gift? The answer is no. Because I mean, if it's like a bad gift, no. Who gonna turn down some money? Y'all gonna turn down $20 or $50 or something handed to you? Ain't nobody. You gonna turn it down? You gonna give it back?
One of my great uncles, God rest his soul, every Christmas he like, I don't buy kids here. You got $20.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a thought.
One of my uncles, his whole thing was,
as a kid,
he'll come in there. He come in there. He don't come in with a wallet. He come in with a whole knot. He got a whole knot with a rubber band. He'll flip that thing out like he big worm, like he big worm. He doing this.
20 for you. Yeah.
And little something, you young, here, 5 for you, 5 for you.
Yeah, but you know the value of a $20 as a kid, how much money that was?
No, it didn't matter what it was. It was the principle that uncles just handing them points out.
We all getting ice cream.
And that was the thing. We would we'll pull up.
Fun.
Ice cream truck pulls.
Yeah,
Ice cream truck pulls up, dag near right on cue when he's rolling the money out. And then Uncle be like,
I want to
no, because we'll have all the money. Then he'll be like, man, put y'all money away. We got this.
Yeah.
And then he'll get paid. Yeah. That's how goddamn.
We all at the ice cream. Let me get
what you want.
UFO. That's all I was
And
talking
the ice cream man all happy and stuff because he done pulled up the right spot knowing that he might get a cool hundo.
Over here on such and such street, but I know when I go down on Brewster, I'm gonna make all kinds of money.
Because he was like, he already knew it. Or we'll go to like the resident block candy store, or the candy house, or the when they have like the little snack house or whatever. We'll pull up there, and then my uncle was like, nah, keep your money in your pocket. Here this.
But that's so many good memories right there.
But that's why I said, because people would consider a gift card to be like, well, you didn't really think about it.
My great grandfather, God rest his soul. He used to, like me and my cousin William, when we always go to my great grandparents' house. That's all he did. He like, I don't buy it. Here. What we bought here. Here you go. But it taught me a valuable thing, because even my grandfather, God rest his soul, to this day, he used to always say, always treasure everything you get, because a lot of people don't get this kind of stuff. And as a kid, I never was really, at younger, but still, the thought that, like, somebody said, here, $20, or here, something for just thinking about you. That's that's all that matters.
Yeah, and
even with the gift cards, because certain people don't know what people like. So, hey, look, I don't know what you like, but I got you, $50 gift card.
Even if you didn't like the spot, cool. At least you thought about it.
Yeah.
And if you thought about it, I'm cool with it. But see, I think that's where a lot of people go. That's where a lot of people go awry, because people are always under the expectation of, well, somebody have to give you something. Nobody have to give you anything.
I think people forget what the gift really is. It's not mandatory.
Right.
It's called extortion.
No.
Right.
It's not that. I don't think people really know the meaning of the word Christmas, because a lot of people still to this day don't remember why Jesus was.
Right. They don't understand the Christmas.
And my grandfather used to always tell me and my brother.
We as people make Christmas commercial versus what Christmas was really about.
Wait, remember back in the days, the Coca-Cola Christmas commercial with all that shit.
No, there's that, but that's what I'm saying.
I used to love that commercial.
They
It's
did
funny.
their job right.
Now here's the thing. Now that goes into a completely different thing about Christmas, which is like, you really don't see, like, back in the day. Back in the day, you will see like people like light setup. They'll have like Santa Claus maybe on one side, but you'll also see on another side of it the manger, all that stuff. How many times have you really seen that in today's day and age? I have not
around
even.
here.
No, I haven't seen it at all. Which is so crazy that we kind of lost complete sight
I
of
think
what
the
Christmas.
best year I saw that was 96 or 97, because back then people used to go all out in the houses. You used to see Christmas lights for damn near, even in the trees.
Not even just the Christmas light. It's the what they're putting out there. It wasn't just a snowman and Santa Claus. A lot of times it was a Jesus thing with a manger and really portraying it. And then going to church was super important, especially during Christmas time.
I'll say this much.
Christmas
that didn't mean much. The Christmas ornament thing, because surprise, Jesus wasn't born to become a Christmas ornament.
Right, of course.
It's just one of those things where, for a very long time though, this is not recent. This happened 1950, maybe 40, where this Christmas became very corporatized, or commercialized in a way where
They make money off of it.
well, of course they make money off it. It's the first time of the year to sell things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And that's what it all became about, just selling things. That's why, Santa Claus, the big red pagan, is such a big hit.
Right.
He's a pagan idol in a lot of ways. He has a lot of the characteristics that God describes. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
He knows when you're bad or good.
Or nice.
Got some milk and cookies.
They act like he's
omnipresent. Yep.
like God.
Yep.
But he's not. He's just an idol.
He's not even.
He's not even
real.
See if he come down
He ain't
and
even real.
No, he's not even real. It's just one of those things where it's like
Santa.
he was a face engineer just to sell things.
Oh, I got the point I was gonna make. I got a good point. You know when Christmas changed? Black Friday, when they came up with Black Friday.
Elaborate.
Because the reason why Black Friday exists was for people to buy stuff for Christmas. And they knew that people would sock away money, like money, to like prepare for Christmas. Because most people would think about Christmas until, oh, I gotta go get a gift. Mid-December. 12th, 13th. Then they're thinking about Christmas. Oh, and they're scrambling for gifts. I think Black Friday changed it. Because what Black Friday did was, I'm gonna be honest with you, Black Friday killed basically 2 holidays off as in regards to one. Because before Black Friday, Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. You sat around Thanksgiving. You wasn't worried about, well, dog, I need to go outside. I need to go camp out. I need to miss my Thanksgiving to go camp out just so I can buy a PlayStation. Because there's people who basically sacrifice their dinner with their family.
So many fights.
No. Forget the fights. Why are you out there and you ain't hanging out with your family? That's what I didn't understand at all. You up there camping out for 3 days. That means you camped out Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Didn't even think about things. They're bringing you a plate out in the cold. You freezing, sniffling and stuff. So you basically tricked off Thanksgiving, right? Just so you could trick off Christmas because you did all this work in Thanksgiving just so you could kind of show off for Christmas. Does that make sense?
No, I get you on that.
And that's why I say Black Friday messed up Thanksgiving as well as Christmas, is because now people are so like, well, look at the gift that I had to get. And then they want to say, well, where'd you get the gift from? Well, I had to camp out all during Thanksgiving just so I can get this gift for you. So you see how that works? So now you're talking about the gift and not talking about what Christmas was supposed to be for. You know, to celebrate Christ's birth, to celebrate with your family, to go to church if you actually go to church. What we would do back in the day, we would actually go down to Santa Monica and like serve food to the homeless. We would go to the LA Mission and give out gifts and serve food to the homeless. We would go and do all that stuff. We would do.
Yeah, I've been to one of the little
church drives. My group cross culture. When on tour, we would go out to different churches and hand out prisons to families of inmates of people who are in prison. This is what we did. Wow. That's what people don't know. This is what we did regular.
I will say this is okay. So I'm sure you guys have heard this cliche where they talk about, well, Christmas isn't just about receiving; it's about giving, right? That's not the core of Christmas. That's a nice sentiment, a statement, or whatever, to make a mistake. That's a nice mentality. Better to give than to receive.
Right.
That's perfectly fine, but you're missing the point of Christmas. That's
right.
Not the point. The whole thing about Christmas is not what you give, but on that day, what you could receive because Christ was born.
Right.
On that day, Christ came into the world, and the very act of his birth put into motion forgiveness for man's sins.
Right.
That's what Christmas is really about. The one thing man can never give, but only can receive.
Correct.
And that be Christ.
Correct.
You can give nothing to God to get Christ.
Right.
There is nothing he wants from you that you can give him. No good work, no good deed, no amount of religion.
Right.
Your church attendance does not impress him.
Right.
Impress him. Nothing about you impresses God. If anything, it just gets you in trouble. But that doesn't matter because he's willing to give you his son despite all that.
Right.
Because despite all your sin, all your flaw, all your iniquity, he still wants to save you from your own sins.
Exactly. So I always say receive Christ and everything else is secondary. And it's really that simple. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, you're not wrong about it. Let me ask you guys a question.
Yep.
Do you guys know anybody, or you ever seen anybody say they celebrate Christmas the next day?
Well, the whole thing is,
like on the 26th.
I
I know
would
some
say
people
this.
don't celebrate it on the 25th, so they wait till the next day.
Well, the whole thing is, you don't need a day. You don't really need a day. You could celebrate it bloody Christmas first, dude. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It's just the 25th. For whatever reason, we all agree that's the day to do things.
Right.
Um,
But we really, because the way our calendar.
real quick, I'll just clarify. Christ wasn't born on the 25th.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, because we don't know the exact calendar day.
It's just more of a memento.
Right.
So it's like you can celebrate it the 1st, the 21st, 30th. It don't matter.
We just delegated the 25th is because that's what corporate or what the government or what we agreed upon government-wise. This is the day we're going to celebrate this, which is fine, but it doesn't have to be. So when somebody says, well, we're not doing Christmas on the 25th, we're doing it on the 28th because this is a time when my family could get together and do it, so it be.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing with any holiday,
So it be.
except ones with like events. Like the only holiday you really can't do that with, in my mind, is probably the 4th of July.
4th of July,
Because that one's kind of actually date related.
right? 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day.
I would say though, but with practically every other holiday,
It's fluid.
yeah,
I mean,
even Easter.
Easter is fluid
Yeah, because
because
the whole thing
Easter changes every year.
Yeah, because the whole thing about Easter too is just you don't need a day to celebrate that.
Right.
You can celebrate it whenever you feel like.
And it's funny, because you see, that makes a very good point. You notice Easter changes dates every year, but Christmas doesn't. And they don't know the information on either one of them. So if Easter is fluid, why isn't Christmas fluid?
I always thought Easter would land on the 21st, then it changed back.
No, it changes every year. If
No,
you look,
it's because sadly Christmas is the one that's more corporatized into.
and that's why I said from jump.
I'll say this too: Valentine's Day can be celebrated whenever. You don't need a holiday to take it, do something nice.
Everything else is
You gotta be
fluid.
careful with that one.
No, the girl, they know, but that's what. But see, that's the thing about when you're so caught up in the receiving aspect
So
of
you
it.
ain't gonna give me nothing on the
That.
Just
Well,
wait till the next
it's
day,
no.
bro.
It's the same thing for Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Don't
gonna take it down to a low, but you
don't
hit the road now.
no. Don't pull up and not have nothing on the 25th. I don't care if it's your girl. I don't care if it's your mama. Don't pull up here empty-handed unless you're prepared for the argument. I don't care what that situation is. You better come up with something. Because the reason why, unfortunately, a lot of people is still caught up in this whole, I gotta receive a gift. Doesn't matter what. If I pulled up at my mama's house, and I know my mom wouldn't care, but she wouldn't care in front of me, but she would care around everybody else. Cameron didn't give me no gift this year. I would not hear the end of it for a whole year. No, I'm not playing with you because you have to. Y'all some trained Negroes. Is what y'all know the line. No, the reason why I say that is because a lot of people are trained to think this way. Y'all been trained basically since birth that I'm supposed to receive something here on the 25th. I'm supposed to receive something for my birthday. I'm supposed to receive something for Valentine's Day. You don't have to get anything on any one of those days. Your birthday maybe, but even then, that's if somebody so choose to. If they don't have to, there's no requirement. We just choose to do that. Just like we choose to give you a Christmas gift. Like we choose to give you a birthday gift or a Valentine's gift or a Father's Day gift or a Mother's Day gift. This is why, for me personally, I don't care what the gift is. Even if y'all don't give it to me at all, I don't care. Because it's like, if you give it to me, cool. If you don't give it to me, I'm not going to get butthurt behind it.
Okay. You say, okay, so...
And then I get mad like, yeah, I didn't get my new PlayStation. I didn't get it.
Nobody loves me.
You say you don't care what you get, right?
I don't care. Just,
okay, alright.
Now this fool.
He's gonna get summoning papers.
Let me ask you.
You said you don't care.
So here goes a question about Christmas. You guys play every traditional Christmas games you used to play with family and friends? Besides playing going outside, playing basketball, or have a traditional.
That was pretty regular for the
Yeah.
family. The only thing that was Christmas related was like the elephant gifting that the adults would do on Christmas Eve.
Now here's the thing. Okay, so Cameron, since you've been through all three, I'll ask this: which Christmas felt more impactful for you? Christmas when you were single, Christmas when you were married, or
Damn good
Christmas?
question.
Hold on. Or Christmas after you were married with kids?
Wow, that's a damn good question.
Ooh.
That touched me
So,
right there when you said that.
Christmas when I was single,
Damn,
Christmas when I was Christmas being
respect
married,
on that one.
and Christmas being married with kids.
Whew, I gotta sit back on that one.
So I gotta here's the thing. I gotta preface the single part. So I'm talking as a kid, or I'm talking like past the age of 18. I need to preface that because that makes a big impact. Because to take the kid thing, that's a different conversation than me being like after 18.
Well, we'll say a young adult.
So from 18 single to being married and then with kids. All right. So I'm gonna always say the kid part because for me, it's. I always tell y'all it's bigger than me. I don't play in regards to that. If it was me as a single person, it didn't matter because it was me being single. Yeah, I would just receive stuff irregardless. It would just be me, my mom, my sister. We would get stuff, give stuff to the family, whatever that may be. When being married in the first, part of the marriage part of things, that was one aspect where it was still really about, you always want to give something to your significant other. That's always been my thing. I'm going to always find something for my significant other, no matter what. Break off, take care of your team. I don't care what I receive, as long as I take care of them, get them something solid, cool. But for me, it was always the thing about, especially when the kids were young, like, when they were young and understood, like, what these gifts really were. Not when they were, like, a baby, like, when they were 1 year old, they didn't know anything. Like, when they were, like, 5. When they could really understand, oh, I got this gift, and they, and they knew it came from you. It was just them being happy to open up the gift and play. Or even when my son was older, about 7 years ago, roughly, when my mom got him a turntable unit to teach him how to DJ. And the reason why she got it is because that's what I got. And so it was a way for me to teach him how to DJ. And he knows how to DJ. Just stuff like that. It was more impactful for me to watch the kids go through it than for me. For me, it was cool. It was like, yeah, I got gaming consoles. I got, instruments, whatever it may be. But it was much more fun to see the kids get their stuff. My daughter getting her first Barbie doll. And she's hugging the thing all around the place. Don't touch my Barbie. It was funny to me. But she loved the thing. She loved when she was able to, like, ride around in her little play skates and stuff. My son was cool when he got his first, his first Transformer set. Or when he got his first video game, it was bought for him where he could play. When the kids was playing, I remember back in the day when they were younger, we got them the Rock Band set where you could play the drums and all that stuff. And it was something that was basically a big gift because my daughter could play, my son could play, and I could play, and the missus would, we all would be able to play at the same time if we so choose to. But it was my time to play with the kids all the time. They would do their homework, and we would sit there and play Rock Band. That was one of the best gifts that was given because it was one of those things where, the kids loved it, and played it dang near every day coming over. So they would do their homework so fast just so they could play it. And the thing was, they would always want me to play with them. I don't care how tired I was, whatever it may be. Y'all play some Rock Band, play some Rock Band. I always gave my hour. Even if I had to go to work, it would like 30 minutes later, we still would play. That's what we would do. My daughter would be singing. She'd be young, singing off key and all that stuff. It'd be funny and hilarious. But that's the reason why she was able to. That's the reason why she's able to sing now. No, my son will play. My son will play guitar and stuff. But see, this all, in a very weird way, built them from a musical standpoint. And you be like, well, why Rock Band? I didn't care what it was. I don't care what rock music. They learning music.
I gotta say, you know, during that era when Rock Band and Guitar Hero and all that, probably one of the most dopest games that ever came out. My favorite to this day, just purely because of nostalgia, completely biased, but Guitar Hero 2.
Guitar Hero 2 was great, and I love Rock Band 2. Both of those were really good. And the only reason why I liked Rock Band 2 was only because I had the ability to play drums. Oh, that was so fun. Anyway, but it was one of those things where, for me, it's more important for the kids. If you took any era, single, married, even in the dating portion of it, like even pre-marriage, just the dating portion of it, I mean, that was cool, but it was more important, like when the kids came into play, it changed the whole trajectory. Yeah, and anytime, like for the people in the back who got kids and they would understand that, people love to see their kids happy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, even above your own happiness, you would love to see their kids' happiness.
I think the first thing when I brought my stepdaughter was like, I forgot what it was like a little game set, but the expression on her face when she was young, when she got it, it touched my heart because it's like, wow, I did something, I gave something, and I touched the heart, so, that warmed my heart to see her happy and stuff like that.
Right.
And for adult-wise, I had no Brazilian on that. It's just like, when just watching kids get what they want and see the joys on their face has always been a pleasure for me. Especially people, I see kids outside who I don't even know, but I see the happiness in their eyes. They're riding down the street, they got their new bike and stuff like that.
That was the other
thing. They used to always bring joy to me. Warm and joy to my heart just to see, kids, having a good time as me getting, being an adult myself.
Right. The new bike, the new skateboard, whatever it may be. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do that. It doesn't, and the thing is, and the kids, as long as you get them something, they cool. Yeah, I know there's some certain kids who like, well, I never see this, and they get all bougie. And that, there's certain kids who are ungrateful. We got that part too. There's certain people in life who are, like even adults, who are ungrateful for the stuff that they receive. They don't understand that they could be receiving nothing. Sure. Stop being ungrateful for the stuff that you actually have. Be grateful for the stuff you got. And that's the other thing about Christmas that we got to kind of get out of. Everybody gets all like, well, I'm mad I didn't get a diamond ring. Well, I'm mad I wasn't proposed to. I'm mad I didn't get these pair of shoes. I didn't get the new jumps. I didn't get the new Balenciagas or whatever it may be. You can't be walking around being mad because of what you didn't have. You want to be happy that somebody actually took the time out to get you anything. Because they really didn't have to take the time out, go shopping, all that stuff, think about it, put their own bread up, and get you something. They didn't have to get you anything. My mom don't have to give me nothing. My sister don't have to give me nothing. My people don't have to give me nothing. My kids don't have to give me nothing. They don't have to give me nothing.
Now, I tell like someone, like my aunt, like she recently got me something. I just said, you don't have to get me nothing. It's just a thought that counts. She gets on my head on it.
Right. But here's the thing. When they give you something, just be appreciative.
I always appreciate it. Hey, I thank you.
Appreciate you took the time out to get me something. Like when I got my little red box at work. I didn't care what it was. Thank you, boss lady, for taking care of your boy. We appreciate you.
Might want to, shake it up just to make sure.
Nah, it wasn't nah, it wasn't no bomb.
Speed in the air.
Nah, it wasn't gonna be that. But I'm just saying that. But I'm just being honest with you. I was appreciative because it didn't have to be.
If you just get a package,
That's what I'm saying. A package.
Wait. I really like this. I wonder. Who is this? Uni bomb. Okay.
Wait,
remember
UNA.
Wait.
Bomb on the bottom.
Wait, remember Richie Rich when his parents was in the plane and he had the little snip detector trying to sniff out the gifts. And when they realized, oh, this is a bomb.
That's funny.
So
all right? So one more thing before we get off this, we gotta head out a little bit. What's the worst gift y'all got?
Shit.
literally that.
Basically.
No, it's just plain. And I ain't trying to put the person who gave it out on Front Street either. I ain't gonna do that.
You know what? I cannot recall.
Yeah, I can't say in confidence I ever had a worse gift.
I cannot say I have got a worse gift. Even in the 37 years I've been on the road, I cannot say.
I would say probably not even in terms of a worst gift, but a gift that was more inconvenient than anything was, I think, a gift card to a restaurant that wasn't close by.
Oh, that's not how that happened.
You know, not that it was a bad gift; it was just kind of inconvenient.
Or let me rephrase it. Have y'all ever received like a gag gift, like a gift that was purely meant as a joke?
No.
That I have not.
Hey, really? Y'all ain't got no gag gift? Like no... Somebody left like
I just got it like that.
like
man.
somebody left a female product in the bag just to try to be funny, and then they give you the real gift behind it. Cause we would do
I
something.
got one of those gifts, but it
yeah.
wasn't a gas.
Be careful what you're saying there.
Yeah.
No, I'm just hey,
If we're gonna keep it tall, you know,
I'm just saying that's
you know,
happened. That happened in college. They were doing jokes on each other.
I didn't know if it was gonna be PG.
No, I'm just being honest with you. Hey, we was in college.
I got one of those gifts.
We was in college. We were playing around. We was playing around. I was living in the dorms. There was the guys and the girls. We were right across from each other, so we would do jokes back at each other. So we would give out gag gifts at first, and then we would chip off each other like the real gifts. But we would do all these gag gifts, so we would get stuff like that. It was kind of fun. Anyway.
Well, what happened, Ken? Did you get
Shut up. Shut up. Shout out to my Sigmas. Shout out to my Sigmas, boy.
Just got a little note that just boil up.
Shout out to the Sigmas and shout out to my Deltas, boy.
Well, here, since we're on that topic, I got one for you. Have you ever got a romantic gift?
Of course. I'm grown.
Okay. We can just leave it like
I'm
that.
grown.
I just wanted to make sure. I mean, you got kids.
That's what I'm saying. I'm grown. You talking to somebody that's grown.
Why kids sex for dummies?
That's what I'm saying. You know, come on now. I mean, I'm a grown man. What we talking about? That's something y'all can ask y'all. Y'all can ask yourselves that question. You ask.
Wait. Okay. I think the most. When I was married, I think I bought my ex-wife.
Be careful.
One of those.
Be careful.
Bubble bath.
It was that big?
No.
I was saying, be
You know
careful.
what? I'm gonna stop right
Be
there.
careful. I'm gonna say, I'm trying not to get you implicated right now. Y'all still on good terms. I don't want you to get you slapped up. Got her the big wand.
I didn't hold your hands up.
You the one who did it. Like you said, the big bubble bath with like a little wandy
I was
thing.
trying to describe
Yeah,
you gonna say it was that big?
That's what I'm saying. That's your fault. You the one who did that.
But
I'm trying.
Okay, let me.
Hey, you making some of these little somebody single get excited about your boy.
Let me ask you guys this question.
Yep.
And I know we covered this one time, but it's always good to always ask. What's your before we get up out of here? What's your favorite Christmas movie?
What's my favorite Christmas movie?
For me, it's a classic, nothing really special, but I always say It's a Wonderful Life. Because that's one of the few movies that actually made me cry at the end.
I ain't cried at that. Let me see. My favorite.
Well, it don't have to be necessarily favorite, like one of your go-to.
The one that I watch probably every year, like clockwork. I don't know why. It's one of those things I'll watch, and I haven't even watched it this year yet, and I'll probably wind up watching it tonight or tomorrow. Is a White Christmas. And I know it's kind of the weirdest. I know what y'all thinking. I know. No. I know what the kids are thinking in the back. How is a black dude watching White Christmas that has not one? No.
What they really want to say. How is it somebody of your skin color?
No, that's what I'm saying. How is a black dude watching White Christmas that has not one black person in that whole cast?
You know, I sound like Dr. Phil Adam.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But
I get it. But I'm just saying, it's just one of those movies that I've always watched year after year. Now, is it my favorite? No. But is it the most watched? Oh, absolutely. Now, probably Friday after next will probably be in that mix at this juncture. No, because it's a Christmas movie. Because it's specifically a Christmas. Now, ideally it'll be something like that, or this Christmas has been of recent note. This Christmas gets a lot of run. I watch a lot of that.
Watch Family and Christmas Vacation. One of my go-tos.
I don't. You know what's weird about that? I know y'all mentioned. I know y'all mentioned that before a couple of episodes ago. But the thing about like Family Vacation. It wasn't like Family Vacation and Home Alone and some of them. You know, I would watch it, but it wasn't really like my go-to. I would watch it every year.
Yeah.
What was the other one? A Christmas Carol. I wouldn't watch that. You know, one that would get watched when I was a kid a lot. Santa Claus the movie. That one would get a lot as a kid. That would get a lot of run when I was a kid.
Charlie Brown Christmas episode.
Charlie Brown Christmas will always get run. I don't care what. Matter of fact, that's run. I had that thing running in the store last year. It was running this year. It'll run every single year that I'm up in that building because that will always get run. You know, the whole take the blanket from the from Lucy taking the blanket from mother Charlie. Yeah. I'll always get run. Yeah, I mean that's for me as far as like Christmas movies. That's what it'll come down to. As a kid, it was Santa Claus the movie. As an adult, it's kind of mixed between a few of them.
I think for me was watching
Die
Hard.
Die Hard.
Don't ask me why. I used to love watching Die Hard.
Well, I got one question since you mentioned movie. What's the Christmas song that y'all would listen to the most, or that would get a lot of play in your house?
I forgot the name of it. It's a doo-wop Christmas song one that my grandmother used to always play, but it was so good that she used to always play like every year. I forgot the name of it.
Okay.
And, this might be a little orthodox. You might not get it, but you gonna get it. Remember the episode of Living Single when they sang the Christmas song? I was just watching with my mom not too long ago. So it was a part when they were singing the Christmas skit, and it was like, "Sleigh bells ring, are you listening?
I remember that.
And they was getting into it.
Yeah.
I used to watch that episode with my grandmother and my mom all the time, so that was always one.
So what's the Christmas song that gets the most run in your house? I'll give you a couple of minutes. Big.
Well, you see, my family, we never really played quote-unquote Christmas music.
Really?
If anything, it was more like, what's his name?
You know what? I take it back. It was one by I think
Johnny Cash.
The Temptations. My grandmother. Yeah, it was the Temptations.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
He has a Christmas album, believe it or not.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's what they would play.
Yeah, I get that. Temptations always get run.
Yeah,
the song that will always get sang was Silent Night.
Yeah, that was it.
God, they will have a whole family sing along with Silent Night. Now, my song that I would.
We start going to church.
Now, my song, I mean, that's the song that always get played in the house. So it will always be Temptation, Silent Night, that will always get run. Now, for me, the song that I would play is twofold.
I knew you was gonna
One,
say. Why I had to think it was twofold?
one was Christmas in Hollis. It's Christmas time in Hollis Queen. Mom cooking chicken and collard greens. Yeah. Shout out to Run DMC.
Yeah,
that would always get run. I don't care what even to this day.
Wait. Okay.
Now
so
the other one that would get run.
Christmas.
Now the other one that gets run. Let me get him. Santa Claus, come straight to the ghetto. The Snoop Dogg version. Now that one got a whole bunch of them. Now wait a minute. Let me can I go here for 5 seconds? How did Death Row come up with a whole Christmas album? They came up with a whole album, about 10 songs of Christmas songs from and that was actually barring some Christmas music anyway. But that would get run.
I liked it, the West Side Connections Christmas one when they did on Friday the Next.
Yeah, that's part of that. That's part of
What
that
you gonna
box
do
album.
for the holidays? I'm coming through for the holidays.
That's part of that. That's part of the album. That's part of that Death Row one.
I liked that one.
But Christmas in Hollis, shout out to Run DMC. That was the one that would get run for me. If I don't play, now don't get it wrong. Yes, I know Mariah Carey is the queen of the holidays because her song gets so much right. I think it's oversaturated, but
They ruined it.
yeah. But don't get it wrong. It is a great song. I ain't gonna front. It's a perfect quintessential new school Christmas song. Every era has one. That's our era of Christmas song. But you know, like back in the day, it was Silent Night from the Temptations. That was a quintessential one. The Death Row Christmas album, ironically, in the hood, You couldn't go up and down the hood and not hear that Christmas
That's
album
on the
being
8
played.
track.
I mean, you had trunks wobbling on that stuff. But anyway, you know, we got to get up out of here with this one. But it was like one of those things where, with Christmas, I always say understand that, you know, y'all don't take anything else away from this. Christmas, spend time with your family, enjoy your loved ones. Don't get so caught up in the gifts. If y'all get gifts, be extremely thankful for the people who took the time out to go through the stores and go through all the craziness just to get their hands on these gifts to give to you. Be appreciative and thankful no matter what it is. You know, I know the cliche always people say, well, Jesus is the reason for the season, but Jesus is the reason for every day that you exist on this earth. So I hate why, you know, that's, you know, Boys Man, let us go.
Yeah,
Good. I like that.
It just popped in my head. Go for it.
But, you know, Jesus, you could get the gift of Jesus every day. Doesn't have to be on Christmas.
Amen.
You don't have to wait. You could get that at any point in time, any second in time. Understand that. Outside of that, I'll let the boys get their final thoughts in before I close it out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, glad you could join us this episode of the PVC Podcast Crew.
PVC.
As always, we do hope that you have a lovely day after listening, and that we hope that you enjoyed this episode. And more importantly, that you interact with us down below in the comments. After all, we can't know anything if you don't say anything. And on top of all that, we hope that you listen to the rest of our content. If you've not, let us know what you think about it. And of course, we hope you stick around for the next episode, whenever that may be, probably early next year. But, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From the PVC Podcast Crew to you. Mr. Bruno.
I thought you said crash.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that was super funny. Hey, well said, brother. I just want to take that time and say, you know, Merry Christmas to everyone, to our families and friends, loved ones, to everybody who's been rocking with us, and everybody who's been supporting us and stuff like that. We do appreciate it, but just remember, you know, it's a lot of people out there who can't celebrate Christmas, so always finding your heart and cherish that moment for them wise, and just have a wonderful and safe Christmas and Happy New Year. This is the time where you always get to come together, enjoy your family and stuff like that. See some Christmas songs, drink some Christmas eggnog, you know. Adults, you know, they got their little special eggnog beverages, so we ain't gonna mention that on the side. But besides that, it's always a privilege and a joy to see the joy of the kids' eye on Christmas when, you know, they get that gift they always been wanting and they finally got it. So that's always been good for that. So besides that, Merry Christmas everybody and a Happy New Year and much love and respect to you all.
Don't be acting a fool on Christmas. Don't be drunk driving. Don't be doing none of that stuff. I'm kidding.
Santa made me do it.
Santa got run over by a reindeer.
He's gonna get a DUI this
It's
Christmas Eve.
Pete,
Santa
did I
Claus.
tell you? I hit him with a target with the effed up walk.
Oh
You
man,
didn't
I can't do this. I should have started this. I shouldn't have.
The
Anyway.
way he did it, after he hit him with that effed up walk.
Oh, I can't do this with y'all. I can't do this with y'all.
But
Anyway, first and foremost, if, you know, we thank each and every one of y'all for like rocking along with us first and foremost, like we said at the top. If y'all haven't liked and subscribed at the beginning, if y'all like the podcast, like and subscribe now. You know, one little click, one little subscribe. We definitely appreciate that. It goes a long way. And for the people who are subscribed, definitely click the notifications on and all that good stuff. Let me get all the particulars out the way. Secondly, all y'all out there, for the kids in the back, to all the kids who are sitting on the front row, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a great Christmas out there. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. If we get a chance to see y'all personally, we'll definitely say our sentiments and like directly to y'all. But we definitely appreciate y'all. Have a great Christmas and whatnot.
before we get, I do have to give one quick shout. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of my teammates at my gym. Recently, my coach's daughter received her blue belt jiu-jitsu, the Christmas roll. So congratulations to her. And
Good.
his niece Marina, congratulations on your blue belt. And my buddy Paul, who trains with us, he recently got his blue belt. Talented young man. So congratulations on everybody who got promoted and ranked up. Much love and respect to you guys on that.
Yeah, salute to the people, all the people rocking that center line. Of course, I'll never be remiss to forget about y'all. But like I said, y'all have a good holiday season. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. From my man Paul, Big, Cam, of course. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good holiday season. We'll do it again right after the break. We're gonna probably take maybe a week off. We'll probably come right back in either right before or right after the new year, and we start right back into the mix. Like I said, shout out to the affiliates, of course. Be prepared. We got a lot of stuff spinning. But enjoy this time. Enjoy this time with your family and friends. And for the ones who have lost people during this time, y'all know, don't try not to grieve so much about it. Just try to do whatever y'all can to kind of remember the good times, especially during this time. I know the constant reminder is I may have lost somebody during this time, but I also know there's always been good times that happen during this time as well. So remember those good times as well. So for my man Paul, for my man Vic, my name is Cam, aka Nerd Boy Fresh. Like always, God above everything. Till the next time, family. We'll do this again soon.
Much love and respect.
Salute.